I'm back. Okay. I did water last night, but the video just would not come together. And now it's a little bit late. Most of the water has been sucked up into the plant. There's that root that was so silvery yesterday is nice and green now. Probably wasn't as silver as this aerial root growing up, up here at a higher level. But it was close. It was close. And I put just enough water to almost cover that root. It might have just barely covered it. It kind of pokes up a little bit and then goes back down into the dish. And it greened up nicely. This half-dead one over here greened up some. The tip of it's gone, but that's usually what happens with the roots that get down into the tray. They tend to drown a little bit when I do water. There's another one peeking out around the corner. But now you can see, the roots in the pot have greened up. There's roots. Oh, that's a leaf. Anyway, it's kind of hard to film, but the roots, there's a lot of roots down in the pot, and they've all greened up. The root that's peeking its head out, see if I can manipulate this stand a little bit. I can't really move the plant because, as you know, there's roots attached to the stand everywhere. That one did not green up as much. It would not take, it was covered in water, but it just wouldn't take in water. Oh, it's too new, it's not used to getting watered something. It just did not green up like this one over here, even though it was underwater yesterday. So that's that. Like I said, I cut the steak. There's its base. I cut it a little early. It bled out some sap, which is no big deal. I mean, this steak here, it's not like it was ever going to bloom again, but it did have a little bit of life in it, and the only reason I regret cutting it is because the sap did leak out, which means pathogens could have gotten in. Probably not. It's not real likely. People cut spikes all the time that are still green. Plants don't suffer from it, but I like to let them dry out a little more. I got anxious to cut this one because it kept catching my clothes, and when I was trying to film, I seemed to always be running into it. But I did let it yellow first, despite how annoying it was poking out there. And there's that white spot again. I don't, it was suggested that it might be an external thing, but if you could actually see it, not just in video, but could actually come to my place and see it, you could understand that it's not anything that can be rubbed off with a Q-tip. I don't think, putting alcohol or something on it would make any difference. Oops. I'm looking to get underneath and film underneath it. And I don't know if that's working at all. But it does appear that I can see something. I don't feel anything underneath. But I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. And you know, if much more comes of it, I will probably separate the two plants in an attempt to save. I was going to say this older one, but it's not any older. It didn't come out when I noticed them. They were both about the same size. I don't want to separate